Previously on Balls.
Okay, we're now going to cross over to India, where Nick Sadleir has been following the IPL very closely. He's been over there for, I think, almost a month now. So looking forward to chatting to him and seeing how it's going over there. Nick, can you hear me?
Hi, Haley, loud and clear.
Hey, I'm so looking forward to catching up with you. It's been 2 weeks now. I hope you've got lots of crazy stories for us.
Well, I've just come up with a pretty crazy story. I've been flying a lot here, and it's not as much fun flying as taking a train. So last night I took a 15-hour train from Mumbai to Hyderabad.
15 hours?
And I just got in. And it was an incredible experience. I've done it quite a few times. There are probably 5 or 10,000 people on the train. The ticket cost 40 Rand. And I had a bed, although there were quite a few people on it. I made great friends with a 3-year-old called Vinay. And a whiskey helped to get me through it. And I slept enough, so it was great fun.
Wow, so a 15-hour train ride for 40 Rand with, what, 10,000 people on the train?
Yeah, literally.
Wow,
These trains are a couple of 100 meters long, and every carriage is just rammed full of people. Amazing.
Wow, wow. So where did you say you are now?
Well, I'm back in Hyderabad.
Okay.
I was in Mumbai for a few days. It's sad to leave it. It's such a special place. But we can see the finish line now. There's only a week left of all this IPL. The final's next Sunday.
Okay, so almost a week from now. All right, so we're getting into the final stretch, finally.
Yeah, we're in the business end. It's pretty much decided which 4 teams will make it through to the playoffs. It looks like Mumbai, Chennai, and Rajasthan will definitely go through. And then the 4th spot will likely go to either RCB, Bangalore, or Hyderabad, the new team. And Hyderabad, the new team, are playing tonight against Rajasthan Royals, who are in a state of flux after all of these revelations and arrests over the last couple of days.
So now they've got through the whole IPL scandal-free, and in the last week now, this match-fixing scandal comes up. And it's all in the Rajasthan Royals team, hey?
Yeah, it sounds like they're banged up to rights. The police claim they've got foolproof telephone recordings and everything of everything, and it was a terrible racket. The modus operandi was this: they did something called spot fixing.
Sorry, Nick, just say that again. Your internet went down. You said they have proof?
Yeah, the police seem to have foolproof, and they've been doing something called spot fixing, which is not where you fix the whole match. Can you still hear me, Haley?
Yes, I can. We've just turned the video off, so the link's a bit stronger.
Great. So they don't fix the whole match, but maybe just one event in the match. So what these guys were agreeing to do, 11 bookmakers and 3 players have been arrested. What these guys did was they'd bowl their first over well. They're all 3 bowlers.
Okay.
Their names are Srisanth, who played for India, Chandila, and Chavan.
Well done. I wasn't going to try pronounce those names.
They bowl their first over well, trying hard, and then their second over, they'd give some signal to the bookies to show that they were going to do it.
Yeah.
And for this, they were receiving up to $100,000 to bowl one over badly. Wow. And the signal was usually to do something like ask for a fresh towel to be brought out. And then also, once the signal had been done, the bookies needed a minute or so to get their bets on. So the players would then waste a bit of time. The bowler would waste a bit of time by stretching or taking a drink of water, so as to waste a minute or two so the bookies could get their big bets on. And we're talking really big bets.
And tell me, 1 over, I mean, does that make such a difference to that, the bookies can make money?
Well, it really can. In 2020, everything's so quick and it's so volatile that I guess if the odds change just 20% or something, they can literally buy and sell. So what they would do is have a bet on the batting team once the signal's been given, and then after the over, where the bowlers were agreeing to concede 14 runs or more,
yes.
After the over, then have a bet on the other side, locking in a small profit, maybe 20% profit or so. And if these guys were happy to pay $100,000 for somebody to bowl one over badly, and you're only making a 20% profit on the trade, they must have been placing bets in the millions of dollars.
Wow, what an industry. So maybe these cricketers thought, oh, they're only asking us to spot fix one over. Maybe we won't get caught because it's such a small part of the game or of the match that we're affecting.
Exactly, they might still have won the match or whatever, but they know full well that they're not allowed to do that.
And how
And
did they get bust?
the police apparently been following this case. They had a tip off, and they've been following the case and watching the players. They knew exactly which days it was happening. There've been 3 games in question,
Okay.
and the police have been following them since April. So the police knew they were going to do it, but instead of stopping them from doing it,
They got the proof.
they monitored the whole situation, watched them do it, recorded these guys meeting up with bookies and handing over the money and their telephone conversations just to make sure that they had 100% proof. And these guys are being held in jail now for 5 days, and they will almost certainly, well, they will certainly never play a cricket match again in their lives. They'll get life bans and jail time, I suspect.
So stupid. It's so stupid. They're getting paid a fortune to be a part of this competition, and they just, can't help being drawn in by these bookies offering them, $100,000 here, $100,000 there.
The scary thing is we don't know if this is the tip of the iceberg,
Of course.
or or if it's an isolated incident. But I think we'll learn a lot over the next few days. The police seem to have a lot to say.
And tell me next, so now these players were all in the Rajasthan's Royals team, and they're going to go off into the playoffs. And if the Rajasthan Royals end up winning the competition, I mean, surely people will question whether that's fair or not.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. And they might well win the tournament. They won the first one. Shane Watson, an Australian, is a remarkable player who seems to be able to score runs at an alarming rate. Anyhow, they're playing a game today. Their captain, Rahul Dravid, who used to captain India, is a particularly good guy. And you can see how upset he is by this. The team is rocked. They don't really know what to do here. And I guess other people in the team may be incriminated here too. So they're really much under the spotlight. And they play a very important game tonight against Hyderabad. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, obviously this is all really bad publicity, but the IPL just continues to go. Any publicity is good publicity.
It just keeps churning out, match after match.
It's huge. It's too long. It's been a fantastic tournament, but I just don't know how they do it for so long.
And are you staying in India, or are you coming back after the tournament? You don't seem to ever want to leave that place.
Yeah, my time's up. I'm
Okay.
actually not going to stay for the final.
What? You've been there for the whole time and you're not going to watch the final?
I know. Yeah, I'm going to do the first 2 playoff games in Delhi and then leave. I don't want to follow any fixed tournament anymore. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. But it's been a great trip, and it's just so long that I don't mind skipping the final.
You want to get back to your woolies and the colder climate here in Joburg.
Yeah, exactly.
And tell me, just quick recap on how the South Africans are doing. I see David Miller continues to get some good scores.
Yeah, he's done so well, and he's in the Champions Trophy squad, which takes place in England, and I'll be covering that. The IPL ends on the 26th of May, and then the Champions Trophy starts on the 5th or 6th of June.
Wow, so it's not a big break.
10 days or something to regroup, get with their countries, and get playing again. This will be the last ever ICC Champions Trophy. It's like a World Cup but without the weaker sides.
But why is this the last one?
The 50 over format is tired, and the World Cup is a very long event, and the ICC, the International Cricket Council, decided that they don't need to have the Champions Trophy 50 over tournament and the World Cup 50 over tournament. So this will be the last one, but it's a good tournament because you don't get any of these one-sided games between strong nations and Ireland or Scotland or the Netherlands playing. So there are just 8 sides. South Africa will be without Graham Smith and also without Jacques Kallis.
Oh, why not Jacques? Why without Jacques Kallis?
Quite a young side. I don't know. He's not injured, but about a month ago he said that he didn't want to do the tournament.
Okay.
probably wants to play golf. He,
Yeah.
I guess he would have had to choose between doing the Champions. If he feels that he's being away from home too much, he'd have had to choose between doing the Champions Trophy or the IPL. And of course, he would chose the IPL because he gets $1.5 million or something. Just
Yeah, I don't think he struggled too hard with that decision.
Yeah, I'm interviewing Faf du Plessis in a couple of days, and that'll be fun to hear how South African team are looking forward to the tournament.
Brilliant.
He was about the best batsman of the IPL last year, but he hasn't been able to get into the Chennai side since coming back from injury, because you're only allowed 4 foreigners in each starting 11, and the 4 foreigners playing for Chennai have been doing well. So he's getting paid lots of money just to sit on the bench here.
Shame. We had his fiance in studio a little while ago, and she's traveling around with him. So it would also be interesting to ask how she's dealing with India.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you can ask about his upcoming nuptials.
Yeah, I saw. Talking about Shane Watson, his girlfriend or wife was traveling with him here, and they were just mobbed, literally thousands of people, just
Really?
like bees swarming around them. I mean, it's extraordinary the fame the cricketers get here.
In India. Crazy. Well, yeah, it'd be interesting to hear how she coped over there. But any other South Africans making big scores there, good scores?
Well, Callis has done okay. That bowler Morris from the Lions, he's done quite well. He's a good guy to watch for South Africa's future.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, there have been fewer South Africans in the IPL than usual. Other big news in South African cricket is that a week ago, we missed this because we didn't chat, but a week ago, Gary Kirsten, the South African cricket coach, resigned from his job, which was a real surprise.
Sure, yeah. I think he wants to spend time with he's got such young kids, hey? It's just all about family time.
Yeah, that's what he said, but it was surprising.
Shame, yeah. But I mean, yeah, I guess he's paid his dues. He's been over in India now, then, coaching for South Africa. He's probably a little tired now, hey?
Yeah, exactly. So any news at home? What's going on there?
What can I say is going over in Joburg? Anyone got any news for Nick? You can let us know. Nick, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to come home and see for yourself. But of course, yeah, everyone's still in Super Rugby mode. Maybe once the Champions League trophy starts, we'll turn our attention to cricket a little bit more.
Great.
Cool. Well, Nick, hopefully we'll chat to you again next week for our final IPL kind of wrap up, if that's okay. But yeah, thank you so much for giving us these updates. It's so nice to have someone with first-hand experience over there in India.
Great chatting, Hayley. Keep well.
Okay, have a good weekend.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Right, so that's Nick Sadleir over at the IPL. Really, really great to hear his insights. Really knowledgeable about all areas of the game. So he'll be watching the last 2 playoff matches of the IPL and then heading back. But he'll also be covering the Champions League trophy. So hopefully we can catch up with him in the UK as well.
The HAYLEY O Show. Every Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Only on bulls.co.za.